Hi guys. Okay, so forewarning, it's daytime and I have to film during the day now because my husband is working a new shift, so he's gone during the day and home at night, and he will tease me mercilessly, I'm sure, if he saw me recording these. So we're gonna try this during the day. Now, my kids are awake and they're like really awake, like it's not even close to bedtime. And they don't nap, so there's never going to be a time where my kids aren't awake for these now. So they're in the living room and they're watching Puppy Dog Pals. And so this video is probably going to be like a start and stop situation because I can't guarantee they're going to stay in there. I've threatened them and I've told them that I will turn off their show, but that means nothing to them. So I'm very happy with his new shift, I'll be honest. It has been a long few years with him working swings, and I do like him not being gone till midnight. But my kids, if my kids have decided that they're gonna start getting up an hour earlier than they were getting up in the first place. So they were getting up between 8 and 8:30, and now they're getting up at like between 7 and 7:30. And today, as an extra treat, they woke up at 6:30. Yeah, and I have plans later on this evening. This hair is just, I'm not like trying to impress y'all because I mean, look at my face. I'm still a hot mess. But I've done the hair so it'll be a little less crazy when I leave to go to the town hall I'm going to tonight. And so I thought, I'm going to try to film this during the day. We'll see. We'll see if they listen to me and stay in the living room. I definitely won't be putting them on YouTube, so you won't be seeing them, but you might hear them. And it might be really choppy, this video, so we'll see. First things first, I guess you guys probably want to see what I've been working on. Okay. So last we saw each other, I had finished my Mania, and I think the last official piece I started was this. Was this it? I don't know. I don't remember. Anyway, so this was what I worked on since I've seen you. Basically what I've been doing is 2 days on, 2 days off, 2 days on, 2 days off on two projects. And there have been a few days I haven't stitched. I had a really good friend who moved to across the country this last week, so I've been actually spending a lot of time with my friends, and my husband's new schedule allows for that. Like, I went out on Friday night with my girlfriends, and I never get to do that, so that was a ton of fun. But so I haven't stitched every day, and that's okay because I still feel like I'm making a lot of progress. I am waking up super early, so I'm getting a lot of my chores done like during the day, and then in the afternoon and evening I'm free to stitch or garden. Like, we've been spending so much time outside. So I mean, I know I'm just not a morning person. So when my kids woke up at 6:30 this morning, I believe my only response to them, sorry, hey, in there, was to growl. It was definitely not. That was the big one. He was gonna come in and see what mommy was doing. Stay in there. So yeah, I growled, and my husband laughed. I don't think it's funny. I'm not a morning person, and never, ever, ever is 6:30 a good time to wake me up. Nope. Go on. Thank you, mister. See, my kids are clothing optional, so they cannot, even if I was gonna let them be on screen, like, they can't, because I never have clothes. Okay. That was a fun break. That's my toilet flushing. Okay. gonna be fun. So anyway, last stitch cemetery. I think the last time you guys saw it, it had maybe one gravestone, and I was working on the second one. Anyway, so this is where I am. Do I have the pattern? I'm so prepared today. I don't even have the chart with me so you can see, but you guys know what this looks like. Yeah, I'm almost done. I was really pushing for a May finish because I need the credit. Because I'm definitely in the red now. You'll find out about that. But I was pushing myself yesterday because I didn't stitch at all the day before, and I was really trying to get done. And you know what? I don't want to rush it. I'll finish a couple things probably in June, and I think my credit, my June budget will cover my overage. So we'll see. So I've been working on that, and I've also been working on I know, I don't even say any words, right? This is Madonna of the Garden by Mirabilia. And she's on Beach Walk by Under the Sea Fabrics. And I'm trying to get this out. My dogs are fighting. Okay. That is Madonna when she's done. And here she is now. Last time you guys saw her, I literally had none of this done, none of this, none of from here up. This wasn't filled in. There was no chronic. So I have gotten a ton done. Anybody who's afraid to work on a Mirabilia, here's my advice. They're really not that hard. They're big. And sometimes it's like, okay, well, you start it and you're like, well, where am I going to start it? And what piece of fabric? And it's not, once you're stitching, it's not hard. Because I want you to look. Like, see, there's a lot of big blocks of color. There are a couple blends in her. There are no specialty flosses except for the acrylic, which is nice. But look at these big chunks of color. And if you can kind of just plan out where you're going to go and look and see like where that color goes, I mean, it goes fast. And there's not specialty stitches in her. There are beads and there's cranic. But man, and this is her width. Well, I lie. It's almost her width. There's some, 2 more of these things and then the border. So I will have a good bit to frame her. And she's definitely going to be something I splurge and get professional framing done for her. My kids don't just bitch out on TV. I just want you guys to know that. But if they didn't have the TV on right now, I mean, this is what's next to me. I'm sitting at the kitchen table, and our house, oh, I do all that. Our house is a hot mess. I mean, their stuff is everywhere. I usually sit in the recliner in the living room to film, and Ollie. Anyway, here's Last Stitch Cemetery. So see, I'm literally almost done. Anyway, here's Last Stitch Cemetery. So see, I am almost, sorry, there's going to be glare because I'm sitting in front of the slider now. These are all done. The back stitching is inside the tombstones. They all have to be back stitched around that side. This is done to here. I have to put this gravestone in, the rest of the fencing this way, and the Y. And then back stitch the outsides and add the trims. So, yeah. Fun, right? Okay, so neither one of those are going to get worked on this month. I'm okay with that. Here's the thing. I do want to, oh God. I do want a few finishes. I would like a few finishes in July. Not so much for my Stitch from Stash budget. I mean, definitely that. But not just because of that. Because I want my July pieces done for July. Or at least a couple of them or close. I think I probably can get pretty close on a couple of them. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm stitching on patriotic stuff in June, leading up to 4th of July, which is my favorite of the American holidays. So yeah. So I did work on Fab Women a little bit last night because I am woefully behind. I put in a little bit of Jane. It is what it is. Next after Jane is Stop That. Stop That. Sacagawea, and it's on top of my head. Oh, Queen Victoria. And they will both be getting changed because Lewis and Clark, they don't need to be in there, even though there's only one guy. Anyway, so Sacagawea is going to be getting changed. I think she's going to get something traditionally. This thing is probably not going to be done at the end of the year. And again, I'm okay with that. This thing is special for me, though, especially this year, especially with everything that's been going on in the world and how much activism I've been doing and how much I realized that I am... I will not go quietly. And so I want this piece to be super extra special for me. I want to remember this year, and I want to make changes to it that are significant to me. So Sacagawea and Queen Victoria are next, and those are two of my favorite women. What's Cooper singing? They love Puppy Dog Pals on Disney Junior, and they only have a few episodes, so they watch them on demand. A lot. Not a lot. Like, my husband's definitely more lax with the cartoons, and I am not. I am, like, the mommy terrorist, and I don't let them just veg. Normally, they'd be watching Sesame Street, but Sesame Street's sort of a mommy interactive one. So... like, if they were watching Sesame Street, they'd be all up in my business right now. Okay, so today, June 1st, that was it. That was the end of my May. The last thing I was working on before I went to bed last night was Fabulous Women. I'm going to leave them out. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to work on them in the evenings or when I'm just a little sick of whatever patriotic stitch I'm working on at the moment. But I want to try to get closer because Susan P. Anthony and Harriet Tubman are... You guys like my straw? Susan B. Anthony and Harriet Tubman are the June women, and I don't know if everyone overseas knows this, because I don't expect everyone overseas to know American history, but Harriet Tubman just and the Underground Railroad, BT Dubs, that was not an actual railroad. There was not a railroad with trains and train tracks running underneath the ground of the United States. Okay? So I'm changing that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a little church where the opening of the train tunnel is. Where the opening of the train tunnel is. I'm going to put a little church, and then leading up to it, I think I'm going to do like a stone path. Like paved, like a, you know what I mean, a stone pathway. Bricks or something. Because there was no friggin' railroad. It is a very interesting history. If you that was a cup of ice water. Luckily the water was gone, now it's just ice. So the dogs, go ahead, go Thor. The dogs will eat the ice. It was a small child. He apparently had to have an open cup instead of just his cuppy, which I don't understand. Anyway, it is a very interesting history. If you want to learn more about Harriet Tubman, I believe she puts a little, I know she puts a little blurb in there, but that is a really rich and interesting part of American history. And it is, in essence, it's the birthplace of civil rights, right? So, yeah, changing that. Susan B. Anthony, she'll probably stay. Yeah, sorry. This is going to be a learning curve working here. Okay, so today, this is one of my favorite pieces. I love to work on it. Excited to get a week with it, and I'm hoping to make some really decent progress on it. And it is Barbara Anna's Long May She Wait. And I have already started working on it this morning. I've not gotten a ton done. I just put in the swirl in the beginning of the eagle's wing. This is what happens when I wake up at 6:30 in the morning. It's not 6:30 now, it's like 10:08. But I've been up for a long time. Anyway, so yeah, I inserted a photo so you saw what it looks like when it's finished. It's really an easy stitch. It goes, everything I've done so far has all gone really quick. So as soon as I'm done filming and editing and setting this up to upload, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit down and I'm going to work on this and listen to my book. Isn't this amazing? See, those stars are still killing me. What I might do is put in like a white petite treasure braid for the white. Or, I don't know. What do you guys think? I think, we'll see. Freaking love him though. I love this thing. I want this done. If there's one I want done this month, I really would like this one done. I don't know what I'm going to work on next week, and so I don't have anything to show you yet. I kind of liked making weekly videos, so I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start making weekly videos, and so they might not be as long as my videos usually are, but I kind of liked being in it with you guys. I feel kind of like I haven't seen my friends in a long time. So, okay, so that's what I've worked on. I know, exciting, right? 2 weeks. You guys didn't see me in 2 weeks, but look at all that progress I made on those 2 pieces. So I think there is something to be said about people who can spend all of their time on one piece until it's done. I can see, especially after how much progress I made on both of those. I think now though, because I used to be one whip at a time girl, but now that there's so many great things that I want to stitch all of them, I definitely, I like having all my whips too, because at any given point I can pick one up and just spend a ton of time on it and look at how much I got done. And I'm totally itching to work on all my Christmas pieces, and so that's why I'm doing Christmas in July. And I'm gonna do a Christmas piece all week, every week. But I'm gonna get, and with that's what I'm saying with Fabulous Women, I'm gonna keep them out because I'm gonna not want to work on Christmas patches solid 7 days in a row, never ever touching anything else. But I still think I can work on 2 things in a day. I can't work on more than 2 things in a day, but I can work on 2 things in a day. So I'm enjoying what I'm doing these days. Okay, I have a teeny bit of haul stash purchases. Okay, I'm definitely in the red. See, this is another thing that happened. Ricky went 8 to 5, and I was home all day long in the waking hours with my children, and bought all my fillings again. Yeah. So first, though, these things were not fillings. These things were Mother's Day gifts from my husband, because remember how I said he's going to say, just order yourself some stuff? So I did. First, what I ordered to go with Elizabeth Designs, Here There Be Monsters, and I'll insert a photo here. I did not want to buy, I don't know, I just didn't fill the colors. I want it to be a little bit brighter. I want it to be a little bit more upbeat. I want it to be a little bit more fun. So I've been dying to try Color and Cotton. So I went ahead and I looked at all the hand dyes that go with Here There Be Monsters that she charted it for. And I got similar tones of colors, but much brighter, much poppier. So the first one, this is from Color and Cotton. This is my first order from her. I haven't used them yet, but can I say this is a nice thick skein. I haven't used them, so I don't know how they stitch, but look at that. This is 8 yards, and they're color fast. They're color fast. Okay, so this one's Meadow. Maybe it's coming up a little brighter. There, that's good. Okay. Redwood. Ooh, definitely more. No, that's good. You know? Black Currant. Yeah, that is pretty. I'm excited to use that. I got some, like, more than the pattern calls for, too, because I don't know what's going to work and what's not going to work on this fabric. Lullaby. Ooh, no. Yeah. And I think I got 2. No. I just got one of those. A couple of these I did get 2 of. I did get 2 of dark denim. And it looks exactly like a pair of dark wash jeans that have like little fadey patches. Slate. Tombstone. And sea glass. Come on, this one's not even like out. God, there. Do you see it right here? There. I kind of liked filming at night. Like, I felt like I could control the light more. Okay, so those, and then I also ordered fabric for it at the same time, because I'm like, if I'm kitting it up with floss, I'm going to kit it up with fabric, right? So Emily hypnotized me. Emily, Eclectic Possessions. She hypnotized me. And she just kept saying how great the Wexford linen was. And so I went on to Jewel Junebug on eBay. And you guys, she has all the fabric. All the fabric, and she has it in stock. So, I mean, seriously, you know how you have to wait like 100 years to get your fabric from some of the dyers? Pictures plus. I can't type myself in it. And they're totally worth it, okay? I'm not trying to be a complete, well, a picture of this plus meh. Hand dyed by Stephanie, her fabrics are awesome, but I don't like the wait time. I never got into her fabric of the month club, so I mean, I've been on the waiting list for like 2 years. So anyway, I got this from Jewel Junebug on eBay, and I'll put her link below. And this is a 32 count Wexford linen solo by Silk Weaver. And oh crapola. So it's more definitely more green. It's teal. It's turquoisey. It's sea foam. It looks a little gray here, but it's not. There. I thought it was gray. When the little I got it on the little picture, it looked very gray to me. And this is not anyone's fault. It's just that it looked gray to me. When I got it, it's green. But that's okay because this is still gonna work. This is beautiful. And I haven't stitched on it, but yeah, I think I really like the Wexford linen. And do not come in here. Do you need water? Go around that way. You're crazy. Okay, go in the living room. Go on. Too sweet. Thank you. Yeah. Starting this? No idea. Completely get it up? Absolutely. So to make my order worth it, when I ordered this piece, and I specifically went to her eBay store to get a piece of the Silk Weaver Wexford because Emily hypnotized me. I also picked up this Dames of the Needle Smashing Pumpkin in a 32 count linen. Now you definitely can feel the difference. If this is, it doesn't say Belfast, but I'm going to assume it's Belfast. You can definitely feel the difference. This is linen, but the weave is tighter. And it's definitely more peely. Like it's definitely got a lot of, there's going to be a lot of lint to pick off of it. But look, see that weave? It's tighter. And the fabric itself is just a lot softer. This is not, this is looser, more irregular for sure. That's more like an even weave. And it's rougher, but holy crap, guys. Smashing, what did I call it? Smashing Pumpkins? I'm a child of the 90s. Smashing Jack. It's definitely more orange and real light there. I love it. Okay, so those were Mother's Day gifts. The rest of this was not Mother's Day gifts. This was just buying my fillings, and I have more orders and orders and orders coming, and my husband, I just have to check the mail every day before he does. Because he's gonna be like, seriously, woman. Okay. I saw this. Somebody posted in Stitch Mania. Hey, are we still doing that? So basically, it's the 425th anniversary, or the anniversary of the Salem Witch Trials. I think it's for 325th anniversary of the Salem Witch Trials. It starts June 10th, and in Stitch Mania, all you have to do is look for the post. I think if you search in Stitch Mania for Salem Sisters, or just Salem. It was maybe just Salem. It's the post about it is just there's no picture or anything. There's a link to Not Forgotten Farms Etsy store, because she has a Salem Remembered. She's a Salem Remembered piece. I don't really love that piece, but I do love this piece, and I hadn't ever bought it, but I was like, this is it. This is a perfect excuse. I'm buying it. I literally saw that post and bought it like moments later, and I already had ordered this, and so I was like, I already have fabric for it. This is the original Salem Sisters from Plum Street Samplers. There's 2 more. This one says, Sisters of mine, we've done no crime, yet here we go to hangin'. These foul townsfolk, they thought us cursed, and now we're up here swinging. And I know I said this before, I'm totally not a horror lover. I don't like horror movies. I don't like anything about like demonic possession. I don't like anything about ghosts. I believe in those things, and so those things are super real to me. Not that I don't believe in witches, because I totally do believe in witches. I believe that these women were wrongly convicted and hung by their crazy townspeople. But do I believe in magic? Like some sort of magic? Yeah, I do. But like, I'm not scared of witches. I'm not scared of, like talking about it. Okay, so that paused. I had to go put on another episode of Puppy Dog Pals. So we're on episode 3 since I sat down with you guys. Actually, I think maybe one of them was already started. But my kid is sitting in there on the couch, and he has his children's dictionary out, and he's going through it page by page. He can't even read yet. But, like, he loves his dictionary. Anyway, so what I was saying is I'm excited to do this. I got the Called For Floss because I'm obsessed with Plastic Colorworks and Gentle Art. They are my jam. So I think these are going to be really pretty on this. I'm going to use the lighter half of the fabric so that orange pops out. And that's, let's see, the colors are Bramble Bush, Black Coffee, and Wisconsin Woods. So I'm excited about that. Okay, this next one I got off of eBay, and it is the antique woodworking pattern. And my husband is a craftsman of all sorts. He loves woodworking, leatherworking, carpentry. He works on cars. He likes just tinkering. And I thought this would be beautiful to do for him one year. I wonder what they're doing with all that water. Anyway, I got this off of eBay for like cheapish. It's just the magazine pattern pulled out. But it was cheap. Go sit down, mister. Puppy Dog Pals is loud. And then one day Tracy, my dear enabler friend Tracy, she looks out for me, and she told me that somebody had just posted an album of $8 mirrors on Stash and Load, and go. So I went. There's only a few mirrors that like are left that I have to have. I'm not going to be like a collector of all the mirrors, but this one in particular, when Mackenzie, the lovely Array, she was working on this, and that pillow, oh, I love her so much. I do. I love her so much. And that was $8. I mean, that's still, right? I mean, sometimes I've gotten them cheap. I've got mirrors cheaper. I've gotten them more expensive. It is whatever. It's not, you know. I'm never going to get it back in here. I'm so tired, guys. Seriously, I am not a morning person. I've been going to bed. I've like given myself a bedtime, and I'm in bed with the lights off by 11:30. And because I am so cool, what I do is we're usually upstairs, and I have the TV off by 11, and I listen from 11 to 11:30 to wind down. I listen to my book, and I do a jigsaw puzzle on my iPad because I'm cool like that. And it usually winds me down enough that I can go to sleep right away. So, I mean, I am going to bed earlier, but I'm just not a morning person. I don't wake up happy. Like my youngest wakes up with like a smile on his face and all the energy in the world. And my husband's always in a good mood too. And I wake up and I'm like, I hate all of you. I hate you, and I don't know why I live with you. And please don't wake me up. Don't touch me. Don't breathe on me. Don't look at me. We don't do it anyway. So this is something else I got off of Stash and Load. I love Stash and Load, but I really have got to stop. I mean, I don't even follow the group. I like seek it out and I go and buy stuff. This is Crossing the Delaware. It's from Willow Hill Samplings and part of the Birth of a Nation series. You guys. Oh my god, I'm in love with this. It's all Gentle Arts. Shaker and sampler. You know, this makes me like incredibly happy, right? Because I get to go buy all of that, not all at one time and not anytime soon, because I have already had 4 patriotic pieces on the go. But this is definitely going to be started once those are off of my list and made into beautiful things for my house. Everybody's finishes of Early Americans, guys, they're beautiful. They're beautiful, and I love them. I haven't bought them yet because I have been buying all this other crap. But you guys, your finishes are gorgeous, and you're making me rethink that whole not stitching what everybody else is stitching thing. I love them. Maybe if did I say, I think I told you guys, but I do think I'm going to do Stitch from Stash again. I liked it. I'm hoping to be back in the black by the end of June. But if I'm not, then I just start over again in July, right? Is that right? Do I just start over again in July from a 0? I think it's nice to it just helps me hold myself accountable. And at the end of the month, I put together a spreadsheet, and I see how much I'm spending and where I'm spending my free money. And with my husband going 8 to 5, that's definitely got to be something I'm extra cognizant of, because it's a difference in pay, and it's not huge, but it's enough that I just need to be a little extra careful. That's all the stuff I bought. Oh. Can I just say, I am so jealous of the Minnesota retreat. I'm going next year. I'm 100% going next year, and Bendy Stitchy and I are rooming together, and it's already planned out. My husband already knows, and he's okay with it because it gives me more than a year to save for it. Because like Bendy Stitchy said, I would love to go this year. I really would, but my best friend's having a baby. My mother-in-law is, we're going to be in Phoenix soon, probably, for more than one trip. My sister-in-law is getting married. My sister-in-law is having a baby in the beginning of January. All of the expendable money is going to be going towards all those other people we love and going to see them. But definitely next year. And it's going to be $1,000 to go and do that. So I'm going to try to sell some stuff around the house, really amp up my business and see if I can get some more sales and start saving my money. My husband's really good about when he really wants something, he'll find the side work to do it so he can afford it. And he has a goal right now, and he's already super close to accomplishing it, and I'm super jealous. So I just need to, he's just playing with water in the living room. That's how much I love you guys. I'm letting my kids soak the living room. So anyway, I was going to do the 20 things about me. But I don't know that I actually know 20 interesting things about myself. I mean, I could talk about myself all day long. I am seriously I think I might be a little bit too conceited because I think I'm awesome. I don't know. don't have any specific set in stone plans. So I'm not going to talk about plans. I have been reading, I've been listening a lot, and I finished Inferno by Dan Brown, and I'm now almost done with Don't Touch My Stuff. Mister, do not touch my stuff. In a Dark, Dark Wood by Ruth Ware. And after I read that, I have no idea what I'm going to read next. So yeah, that's it. That's what's going on. My kid's about to wreck my setup, so I'm out. Keep making your videos. Keep stitching. I love you guys. See you later.